I'm recording on my phone just in case there's a discrepancy in sound or, I don't know, quality or whatever. Is that your one or mine? Unsure. But it's the next day. It's Friday morning. And we went to the Stardust Diner last night, which was probably the last thing that you saw. But then I didn't end up filming anything else because we were tired. And we went to the grocery store to pick up some stuff for breakfast and then came home and went to bed.
I think this one's yours. They taste the same.
Okay. Oh my, you did add a lot of liquid.
Well, I was worried about underdoing it and then them being just like not hydrated.
Yeah. We made overnight oats because we have a fridge for some reason. I didn't realise that, but we have a fridge in our room. So we made overnight oats and we've got bananas, and left over from the conference was this. So we were just going to have that with breakfast. And yeah. I found the camera again, so we're working the camera, but we are going to Sip & Co, I think is the coffee place that I found, and that is on the way kind of to the zoo, and then we're gonna walk around the zoo. So
See some penguins.
See some penguins being fed and some sea lions being fed, which I'm very excited about. But I'm just very excited about everything, so I think I just need to stop saying that. Or maybe I can just be excited about everything in general. Anyway. Found a new place in Central Park. We didn't go to yesterday. I guess it freezes over. And then the bridge, the rocks, the entrance.
Caught behind Venetian blinds, had to reach for the city lights. This ain't where I belong. Hey, look at me, man, what I've become. I've been running east, looking for a sunset, digging deep since '99. What I thought was gone was sitting in my pocket in plain sight all alone.
Marvel movies, and Iron Man's in his like fancy ass car and he says goodbye to somebody, drops him off.
We must follow the doggo.
Continued our walk through Central Park, and it was really stunning, and I had no idea that there's like this mini little castle thing in the middle of Central Park. It's stunning. I would highly recommend visiting it if you are in the area. And then we had to rush back to get to Broadway. Now I use my car. Good morning. It is day 3. Second full day. Second morning in New York. And last night I didn't film much because we went to a Broadway show, and you can't film in Broadway obviously, but I'll insert some photos here of where we like dressed up and everything. We went out and got pizza. Yeah, it was a lot of fun, and the show was incredible. We went and saw Funny Girl because it's a show that I've wanted to see for a very, very, very long time, like pretty much since I heard about it as a teenager, and I was surprised that it was on and I wanted to see it, so we went. And Lea Michele was incredible. The guy that played Mr. Arnstein, Nick Arnstein, was absolutely incredible. He did such a good job, and yeah, really glad that we went. But obviously I couldn't film anything, so I didn't end up really filming anything for the rest of the night. We pretty much just got home and got dressed, went to bed, and now it's the morning. We had a bit of a sleep in because we were both a bit exhausted, I had the most sleep in because I was more exhausted. But we are going to the Natural History Museum today, and we're gonna go get a New York bagel and some good coffee, and I think that's the majority of our plan today because it's supposed to rain. So we were gonna walk the High Line, but we've decided not to do it today, and we'll just do it tomorrow. Anyway, we need to get ready and go out. So I'll probably see you when we're at the bagel place. We found the bagel.
Okay, my guess. Sure.
Oh my gosh. And then they've cut it in half. Look at that. The Natural History Museum. We didn't realize it was timed entry, so we could only enter at 3 and it's almost 2. So I think we're just gonna go walk around Central Park again. Okay, I'm really not gonna say too much about this because I don't know, it's just my personal opinion, but as somebody who has studied a lot of history and a lot of colonial history, I have to say that I found the American Natural History Museum quite problematic. There was a lot of history that was brushed over. There was very little acknowledgement of pre-colonial history and just the way that they addressed a lot of things. I don't know. I feel like we're living in the 21st century and they've had a lot of time to reconcile with the American past, and it just felt like there had been very, very little effort to do that besides the sign right at the end, which talked about how they understand American history and they're really wanting to revisit all of their exhibitions, and they're in the process of doing that. And to be honest, it really didn't feel like much of an effort had been made. I mean, I don't know when they put that sign up, and so I don't want to judge, but as somebody who has studied a lot of history, I did find it quite problematic. In saying that, the dinosaur section was incredible, and I think if I went back, it would be for the dinosaur section because there was a lot of stuff that I'd never seen before, and especially you don't get a lot of the stuff in New Zealand. But I personally would not make another trip back to this place. It's the guy from Ice Age. Look, the horns.
I'm not supposed to tell what the rep is.
Oh, sorry.
Only the real ones know.
Only the real fans know. And we found Diego, the saber-toothed tiger. Okay, I'm not gonna get soppy. I'm not gonna, I don't know, make such a big deal about this, but I have to say I think this was one of my favorite parts of the whole trip, where we'd gone to my favorite bookstore and Luke had to take a work call and we just decided to stop over in Central Park, and it was so incredible just sitting and being surrounded by the nature and reading a book, and I don't know, I felt like I had my, for lack of a better word, main character moment, but it was just so calming and so refreshing to my soul. And as someone who uses books a lot to escape when life is really difficult and really hard, it felt like this was really good for my soul. Good morning. Today is our final, you can check it, it's fine. Today's our final full day in New York. We're only flying out at 9 p.m. tomorrow night, so we've technically got the whole of tomorrow minus the evening side of it. Anyway, we're in our room. We just got back. We actually did some work in a cafe this morning to get out of the house and have a coffee and have some breakfast, and it was really nice. And I think I also only finished filming last night at Central Park, but I didn't film anything afterwards. I think Luke had a work call that he had to take, so we went to Central Park and parked up there. Basically, I read my book, which is what I filmed, and then Luke was working, and then we went and got some food, came home, did a little bit of work, but I was kind of tired, so yeah, that was about it last night. But we worked this morning, and we're going to take the Staten Island ferry this morning. It's just going to do the hour round trip basically, because it's free, and it means that we don't have to pay to see the Statue of Liberty, because you can do a ferry out to the Statue of Liberty and Ellis Island and all that, but we are saving on money this trip, so we're going to take the Staten Island ferry, which goes past it. And then there's a bunch of places that I want to see, like we're just going to go to the outside of the 9/11 memorial because we don't really have the time to do it this trip. So we're going to go on the outside of that, and then we're going to go to a bookstore that I really want to go to, and then have a look at the outside of the friend's apartment where it was filmed, and a few other things. I can't remember. I can't quite remember, but it's on my Google Maps. But the main things we want to do today are go to Chelsea Market, which I think is where we're probably going to get a dinner variant of some sort, and walk the High Line for sunset, which is around 7 p.m. So I'm not really sure what the timing is going to be like today, but we'll take it as it comes, and I will, yeah, show you a bit around the lower end of Manhattan.
Speak with clarity, 'cause there's too much noise around us. Or maybe it's just me. There's treasure in the sea, but I'm just too tired to reach it. So speak sincerely, huh? Cause I'm still waiting, yeah, for you to come around and save me. Will you stay with me? I'm lost in America. Will you stay with me now? Cause I'm lost in America.
And our second New York cookie experience, lemon and we just found it's filled with like a lemon curd. Oh, yum yum. I'm literally living and breathing Dash and Lily, and it turns out this is the pizza shop from Dash and Lily. Nice, didn't even realize.
Full stop. Can't believe I live in your thoughts. I think about you all the time, morning, evening, and midnight. Such a wonderful delight. Forgo, give up everything that I own. Yeah.
Apologies for the inability to see, so I don't have my sunglasses on, but it is a sunset. I'll take a video in a second. And we went to Chelsea Market. We're just on the High Line at the moment, watching the sunset while we're gonna eat our food. This is the sunset, which is very pretty. And we got some ramen and beef bulgogi bowl, I think. It's very pretty.
Love you. Ooh, ooh. You. Ooh. So slow. Hold you in my arms, won't let go. The world around could pass us by. A thunderstorm, a lightning strike, as we hold each other tight. You're the rose in a garden, and it shows if I'm honest. You're the leaves in mid-August, and I've come out here to say that I love you.
This is probably going to be the final thing that I say. I'm dressed up a lot more than is needed for outside, but you know, it's one of those things. It's our final morning / day in New York. We've got until 5 p.m. before we need to start heading towards the train to get to the airport, and yeah, we're kind of excited. I think we're just gonna go get some food and a coffee, of course, always a coffee, and then go to the bottom of the Empire State Building, which we've kind of walked near it and we've seen it, but we haven't been to it. But that's all that we've got on the cards for today. So I don't know, something else might happen, something might not, I don't know. But either way, thank you for watching this. I'm just going to end this with the clips of whatever we do today, because I'm probably not going to talk, but yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed our little trip in New York, and I will see you probably with another study video very soon. Bye.